Good evening from Bordeaux. I know the lighting looks a little bit like dining for two, but that's not. Perhaps it's apropos to our theme. Just got back for a walk to the Grand Bourse, and I was arranging a visit, a meal for, well, actually a wine tasting for Saturday, with two friends visiting from Wales, and this involved a discussion about a number of things about how to approach this and make the best of it. But above all that, and we will talk about wine strategies and food strategies and what have you. The really interesting question that occurs to me is, should I consider traveling to France alone? Now, the convention is certainly that couples travel together, and if they should choose to move here, live together. And that's a particular strategy. But what applies to the visit, the solitary visit, also applies to living together. Yeah. And this is three things quite obvious. First of all, if you travel as a couple and live as a couple and spend most of your time as a couple from the Anglosphere, you're going to be probably speaking English most of the time. Your French will quite simply never get there, unless you're particularly disciplined. It'll be difficult. That's one reason to come on your own, to improve your French. Second thing is that this food game, because that's what I'm very mindful of. This is a food culture, and most of the Anglosphere is not. And therefore, you're not really mentally, physically, experientially prepared for what it is like to be in a food culture. Your palate has not gone through the rigors of really interesting things to eat. You haven't had moments of concentration. And I think coming alone and eating out alone, although it's against the Bordeaux Convention, which always says you should eat with someone. But in the case of people debating on whether to move to France, I think it's important to do it alone and focus on your palate. Thirdly, there is the business of spending time with someone else, of whatever form, a French person, to see what that does for you and your life. And we'll treat that gingerly with respect, and it may not be your thing, but I plan to pursue it. And if you're interested, follow along.